Hi Cancer, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, to be yourself, because we all start from zero, which is just a blank canvas, the fool's journey. If you'd like a personal reading or if you'd like to contact me in any way, shape, or form, all of that is down below. And lastly, I'm not really a part of any community. I'm just an art channel. I'm just here to express myself with everything in between. So I really hope you appreciate it, especially if you're new. And what's special about my art and my messages is it's not always structured. It's not always the way it's like sort of supposed to be. I speak in an art form and I sort of draw or paint in an art form. It's like, what do you think I'm trying to say without actually saying it? Because there's a reason I describe these, at least, so you can sort of like tag along, be a part of the conversation, and sort of like unveil those little details, because everything's like an optical illusion around here. So yours is kind of interesting. What I started drawing for you, Cancer, is what gave me this tentacle vibe. I kept seeing octopus or the trunk of an elephant, but it could also be considered a regular arm. There was an art channeled message I did a while back in regards to exploitation, and I compared it to how cute people think it is when elephants use their trunks to entertain, paint, or perform like a circus animal or like a human. But naturally, elephants aren't supposed to be doing that or learning that. It's actually a form of torture, but it's masked so well because it's so cute seeing animals go about their day. Like, you see videos about this online all the time. Animals getting into predicaments, animals fighting with other animals. Like, you just see it all, and people usually don't think that deeply into it. Like I said, it's a form of torture similar to how one can be exploited or ripped off for their talents and abilities. I'm seeing this in a very similar way to this message, but it alludes to more so the octopus and tentacle thing. Naturally, humans only have 2 legs and 2 arms, but figuratively, we like to think we have superhuman juggling abilities, where our best, when we're already exerting ourselves to the best of our ability, is still not enough. Even if you don't have 8 tentacles, even if you're already overextending yourself, you still think you have to take on something else or take care of someone else. You know what's crazy? It's like the art theme surrounds how, think about it. Humans are always trying to take on animalistic traits and abilities, and then animals are often forced or expected to act like humans. So what's that all about? I also wanted to mention, before I get into the reading, last minute, like in my art, in my drawing, I was so confused with where it was going that I literally could not pinpoint it until the rest of my drawing connected to this tentacle or arm literally formed at first a face, but then when you look closely, it looks like a human torso with the chest or like pecs showing, and it's all scribbled out and crossed out, and it's like you could consider that person having 1 arm only. It's like they don't have any other arms. I'm literally getting the scenario of overworking oneself to burnout, or overworking oneself to the point where they can't. You know how they say with the rat race, it's like overworking yourself to the point where you can't even enjoy retirement anyway when you finally don't have to work anymore? It's like that, or it's like working your limbs off. It's like an octopus. I believe their arms grow back like starfishes, but I'm literally getting the scenario like figuratively of it's like working your limbs off, or like losing a body part, losing something because you think you're an animal or you think you need to do more. This is interesting. when actually you're being exploited. So I think that's the majority of the message here in general. So let's see. I never know what oracle deck to get at all. I'm just gonna go right into it. High Priestess. I'm literally getting like, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. The first thing I got was a numbness. It's like, I can't feel my arms, I can't feel my legs. I can't feel anything. I feel completely blocked off from my better judgment. I'm even seeing this as like animalistic. Humans are technically animals, but not to the extent of like a monkey, a cow, or whatever animal in the wild. It's like we all have this intuition or survival mode we go into to protect ourselves. But it's like you're overdoing it with the survival mode. Meanwhile, like I said, it's a flipperoo. It's the animals are the ones that are becoming helpless. They're the ones that are suddenly not able to choose for themselves. It's like they're being exploited by humans, and then we're exploiting ourselves. Although I do not agree with how animals are placed in zoos and stuff. I'm 100% against it. That's why I don't go to them. But that's how I'm seeing the High Priestess. It's like you need to retract, and the animals are the ones that need to be put into their natural habitat or natural instinct. They don't belong with what we're trying to do here or do to them. With zoos and places where animals are overtaken by humans, there was even an instance where the mother elephant, or I think mother cow, could not connect to her baby because she lacked that maternal instinct, because she was constantly surrounded by humans doing things for her, taking care of her. Once again, it's like that animal intuition, their natural habitat is destroyed, and then it's like we're the ones taking it on. It's very weird. Just wanted to add that. My phone kind of went off, but you need to allow yourself to be human. Like, it's like superhuman. No, not superhuman. Allow yourself to be human and remember like how far you can actually go. You know what else is funny with the Magician? There's that infinity symbol. Infinity to a different side is 8. I mentioned this is like an octopus. It's like you think you're an octopus, but you're not. Or you think you need to be an animal, place yourself in those shoes, and you do not. Getting some sort of wake-up call here with the Page of Wands. Or you're going to have this realization that you're being exploited by somebody. Nine of Pentacles. The bird is on her arm. They're both very still. And have you ever noticed that on this card, it's like you look at it and it's like, why is there an uneven amount of pentacles on each side? It's because it's an odd number. Odd numbers are like 3, 9. And then even numbers are like 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's not possible. It looks like it's out of the ordinary or by itself. But that's how it's supposed to be. I'm even getting something in regards to animal cruelty. You're going to witness animal cruelty, or there's a need for you to look beyond the veil. It's like, oh, it's so cute, but is it? Elephants aren't supposed to be doing that. Dogs are not toys. It's like, when did this become this big flipperoo? Or this combination of the two? Something about like witnessing something that's not supposed to be, that could easily be glossed over as just like entertainment, innocent fun. Does that make sense? That's why it's so easy to exploit even like humans these days, because it's just, that's what's expected of us. That's what I have to be doing. No. Four of Swords. Retracting. It's like turning off that animalistic instinct. It's like, I have to be here, I have to be over there. I'm not doing enough. I'm seeing you are doing enough. Ace of Wands. I'm not going to try to make this reading too long. Two of Pentacles. And then Seven of Pentacles. There's definitely a power dynamic at play here. Even seeing this as, once again, 2 arms, 2 legs. That's the only thing that's humanly possible to work with. I feel like something's actually going to push you to your breaking point, or push you to like question or decipher what the right thing to do is. I'm even seeing like you're going to see something that's very questionable when it comes to morals. Especially when it comes to how animals are being treated. I'm gonna get an oracle card to finish this reading. You know what else is funny with the Magician here? It looks exactly like my art, with like that one arm sticking out, and it looks like they don't have one. It's like losing all your arms and legs. I'm not sure why that's coming to me as like a metaphor or comparison for this. Eventually, they're not going to be able to juggle this like a performer would or a juggler would. If you have one arm, good luck juggling. You're just going to be able to throw it up in the air all day. Even getting with the Magician, skills. You could potentially be getting exploited for your skills, and that's what the bigger picture of the canvas is. Knowing when or when not you're being exploited by your employer. Even animals have their own form of it. I feel like too, a lot of this has to do with like anxiety inducing. Because I said it's like you're being put into this animalistic state of always having to be on guard, like a prey or a predator is on the horizon when they're not. It's like someone has placed fear into you in regards to what you can do, what you want to do, and it's not okay. It's like you should really be in this state. It's almost like unconscious, like still paying attention, but you don't always have to be on. Skills, abilities. I'm even getting you're struggling to like just juggle it all. You want to do so many things. And a lot of people think having hobbies is so fun, right? But from like this made me think of it from a biased perspective. When you have so many great ideas, when you have so many things you're good at, you have to think of it as like one step at a time and not like, oh, I have all this stuff to do. It's like just do something. You don't have to do it all at once. I think there's time. You have time. It's like, what do you want to do first? What is right in this moment? What are you doing to ensure yourself you're not being exploited for your money, your ideas, your skills? Yeah, it's like labor. Labor, and then someone else benefits the most. It's not the first time I've picked up on this. You've been getting like wasted resources with the star. Let's see. Got this up. 4th chakra. I believe that is the heart chakra. I'm getting like inhumane. It's like, do you have a heart? Do you not realize what this is? Even the bigger picture of the canvas too is, it's like you're gonna do something from the heart. I'm like getting like Good Samaritan or something like that. Let me extend a personal invitation for you to drag out your brushes and a few paints and paint along with us. There's that personal invitation. It's like, hey, do this with us. Put something else on your plate. It's like you really want to say no, but you feel like you can't. Say no. Or say not now. I have other stuff I need to tend to. Because I'm just one person. I'm even getting, be wary of invitations. It's like, oh, I want to work with you. I want to get, I'm sorry, I think my phone cut off because I was getting a phone call, but I ended this with, also be wary of invitations, like, oh, I want to work with you. I want to be closer to you. And this all has to do with painting, right? Something you do. Of course, I'm just saying that because it's an art-themed card for Bob Ross, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's like you're not a circus performer. You're not here just for other people's amusement. Be ordered around or trained like an elephant or like an animal. Animals are animals and humans are humans. Even though there is a bit of a similarity there, compare the two, it's much different. Okay, Cancer, that's the end of this art channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, remember, it's overall art and underlying stuff. Sometimes it's not so clear or concise. I felt like this one kind of was, but it's like, what am I trying to say without actually saying it? And how does it apply to your life? Okay, guys. Bye.